Hello, leopard artists. It's Mrs. Billman with a quick but fun read aloud called Spotted Yellow Frogs by Matthew Van Fleet. This book illustrates extremely well most of our art elements, which we studied at the very beginning of the 2020-2021 school year when we were all 100% virtual. We talked about all the art elements, and as a result, we have student-created, guest artist judged and chosen art elements posters in the art room. But as the art elements are building blocks of art, they are so important to discuss more than just once each year and more than just as a group. This predominantly focuses on form, those really fun to draw three-dimensional versions of shape. Spotted yellow pyramid. Frogs. Checkered blue block. Chameleons. Veiny green cylinder. Katydids. Swirly purple wedge. Butterflies. Splotchy gray cone. Seals. Zigzag red ball. We also call this a sphere. Beetles. Speckly pink ring. Octopuses. They were funny. The fun has just begun. Are you ready for a game? Here's a round and bouncy shape. Call it by its name. As you unfold this great long page, give names to 7 more. Call out names of patterns too. You've seen them all before. The animals who wear them are playing hide and seek. First try guessing where they are, then lift each shape and peek. Now flip this long page over. There's something more to find. Wrong patterns on 8 animals, 1 of every kind. So do we know what form this is? Yes, it's a ball or sphere. And inside we have, not surprisingly, tigers. This form is actually easy to draw. You got it, it's a cone. Mrs. Billman's having some struggles getting it to open. And there's the beetles we saw before with the zigzags. This one is also fairly easy to draw. Do you know it? Cylinder is right. There's those crazy chameleons. This form is called a block in the book. It's also called a rectangular prism. And there's the spotted yellow frogs. This is a pyramid, not a triangular prism, because a pyramid has a square bottom. And of course, inside are those katydids. Do you remember this one? Ring. And inside are the butterflies. Some are flying away. How about this form? Yes, it's a wedge. And there's the octopus and friends. And finally, easier to draw than one might think, is a cube. And inside are the seals. When I turn this picture over, you can find many mistakes. And I'm going to try to fit it in the picture frame. Almost. I'll let you observe some of the different patterns on items in the picture. And then I will slide the rest of what you cannot see into view. I see the spotted yellow frog pattern on what was a tiger. And I see a tiger pattern on what was a seal with a different pattern before. Here's the rest of what you could not see before, where you find a few other items that might have a different pattern than you thought, like this octopus with squares instead of the light white spots. Don't forget that forms are always different than shapes because they're made out of shapes. They are three-dimensional and not flat. A standard shape is flat, forms are not. So when we see a form, it will be made out of several shapes and not one flat shape only. Thank you for listening and watching Spotted Yellow Frogs.